just
quiet, man. As you know, you go through your quiet spells.
Mate, we're all coming out a big quiet spell. Do you know what I mean? Like that's.
I think the last time I put a tune out was about a year ago. Done a freestyle on a channel called 1250 TV through in Edinburgh. Went through, I've done a couple of tunes, and I've just started writing again recently. So I have, but it was probably an 8-9 month period there where I was just fucking going to work and looking after wains and fucking paying bills and.
Yeah, I done it as well.
Do you know what I mean? And you fucking, you're like, what's going on with tunes here, man? And people are asking you what's happening and that. And as I say, just recently, mate, I think sometimes it just takes out, you hear a wee beat or something and you're like, and it just gives you a wee nudge.
Aye.
A wee bit of fucking...
A wee bit of momentum.
Aye, a wee bit of momentum, man. And then I just started fucking writing again recently, so definitely hope to release something again in the future, in near future.
Brilliant, mate,
You know what I
brilliant.
mean?
No, that's great news, mate, that's great news. Well, let's take it back to the start, Johnny, you know what I mean?
Aye.
What was the first thing that made you want to be a musician, made you want to rap, what made you want to get into music?
I was a heavy hip hop fan for like 10. I mind being in like primary 5 and my older brother, you know my brother Andy, he had a fucking heavy collection of hip hop.
And he's a great guy.
Aye, alright. And no, he had a heavy fucking hip hop collection, man, like Ice Cube, NWA, all his cats. And when he used to leave the house, I just used to dig through his CDs and listen to all his tunes. So I was like heavy into Tupac. I was really into Eminem in primary school, really into him. And like, a lot of people in my class now were like, what the fuck's he listening to? What's he on about? Because it was like primary school.
Aye.
And a lot of folk had never heard of this shit. But by the time they get into first and second year, they were all into it by that time. But I'm like, I've been listening to this for fucking years. You dafties. And no, I was just a heavy hip hop fan, mate. And I never wrote raps, but I used to freestyle and that. Just make up my own wee kind of raps in my head.
But we back ahead of the curve there, but anyway, that's cool.
Aye. So just that, mate, and then I never even knew Scottish hip hop existed. I knew obviously American hip hop existed, and I knew English hip hop existed, and I was into it. But I never ever heard a Scottish rapper. And then my pal Steve Traynor, aka Simba, he got into
it. Great guy.
Aye, he got into writing tunes and that before me. And he was like recording stuff and he was letting me hear it, and I was like, that's fucking quality. He's like, you should get into it, like you should give it a go because you're that much into hip hop. So I was like, fuck it. Started notepad and pen, as I says, and just started writing tunes, mate. And I just started to pure enjoy writing tunes, and I wrote like 50 tunes. And then I went up to Steve's and started recording. I probably recorded like 50 tunes. And he's
You've recorded 50, aye?
Oh, fuck.
That's
have I
brilliant.
recorded 50 tunes?
Aye.
I recorded 50 tunes before anyone ever heard a tune from me.
Mate, that's a lot of recording today, mate.
But I was so fucking reluctant to put anything out, and he's like, you need to pass out, nah, I don't, scared of what cunts will think, basically. In a nutshell, that's what it was. And then eventually I got a tune, can't even mind if it, No Way Back or something it was called, and I was like, fuck it, this is going out. Put it out, got a pretty good response, and that was the start of the releasing music. So
putting it on YouTube.
Putting it on YouTube
Aye,
and SoundCloud as well was the other
aye.
one. Aye, SoundCloud first because it was just tunes to begin with. For a couple of years, it was just audio tunes.
Aye.
And then I done my first video in 2014.
Aye.
And then that's when I started getting a bigger response. And I was like, videos are the way to go here.
Aye.
Do you know what I mean?
It seems like that was a bit of a pivot. I mean, I'm sure there's a lot of Scottish hip hop guys that would say it was much earlier, but for me, like as a musician looking for the outside, it seemed like that was a kind of period where it was all firing up anyway.
Aye,
you know what I mean?
I think YouTube played a massive part, man. And
for
people
sure,
being able to put their music on there, do you know what I mean, onto that platform. So, aye, definitely, mate.
Totally, man. No, that's great, mate. That's great. So, what age were you with this about this kind of period when you first started putting stuff up on YouTube, and then when you first started doing a few videos?
Well, I first started putting things on. I started rapping, basically, writing and rapping when I was at 22, 23, which is really late, because most people I know, I ended up getting to know or started at 15, 16, 17, 18, so I was a quote-unquote a late bloomer. But in a way, I'd soaked up so much hip-hop, and I know that sounds pure, calm down, Johnny, but I actually feel as if it gave us a bit of a head start by the time I started making tunes, because I just fucking, I noticed so many people had started doing it and just fell away after a couple of months. They maybe weren't getting the results as quick as they wanted.
Aye.
They maybe just, hip-hop was a fad to them.
Aye.
Do you know what I mean? And they were into it for 6 months.
Totally.
And fucking fell away. But as I say, I'd been into this since I was 10. Like, even when I stopped rapping, or if I ever do, like, I'll always be a hip-hop fan first, do you know what I mean? So, but I was in my early 20s, mate, when I started making tunes. And I was probably like mid 24, 25 when I put my first video out. So I was a good bit older, man, to be fair.
Aye, mate, well, that's
I feel as if the flip side to that is if I always think if I'd have started when I was 18, where could I have been by this point? But it is what it is, do you know what I mean? It is what it is.
Maybe you had to go through what you're in.
Mate, to be honest, you know to be honest, at 18 I probably wouldn't have the mentality to do it.
Totally, mate.
Do you know what I mean?
Look at how many boys you're talking about who did fall away for it at that time.
I might have been the same, mate. I might have known the patience. I might have been like that. And I might have just been like, I'm not fucking doing that. Do you know what I mean? I'd have been too worried about. I mean, I was worried about what people thought, but not to the point it was going to stop me doing it.
It's a big theme, like worrying about.
Oh, absolutely.
Worrying about people's opinions and like putting yourself out there for judgment with being a musician and a creative type, and you know, like it does turn a lot of people off it before they even get started. You know,
definitely, mate. The one thing, man, you need to be. See, the bottom line is, if you go into some of the biggest artists' videos in the world, Eminem, Bob Marley, fucking Bob Dylan, Oasis, whoever, you go into any video, you'll see it's got millions of views. You'll see it's got thousands of thumbs up, but you also see it's got thousands of thumbs down.
Aye.
I don't care, fucking Elton John, Prince, nobody makes something that everybody likes.
No, totally.
Do you know what I mean?
Totally,
and you need to be aware of that. And the bottom line is, the way I've kind of seen it is like 3 people might like it, 3 people might dislike it, and 3 people just might not give a fuck either way. So, not everybody's going to love it. You're going to get criticised, but it takes balls to do it as well. So, I used to always love the Cats, man. There was a lot of cunts that used to say to me, Johnny, I'm not really into it, man, but I respect what you're doing.
Aye.
And I fucking loved that, because it was like a pure honest. It was so much better than somebody just blowing smoke up your arse, or the opposite side, without even listening to a word of that shite, Scottish rap, lot of pish, embarrassing. It's like, mate, I could accept that. See if somebody listens to it genuinely and doesn't like it, you're like, fair play, you've gave it a go. And that's how I loved it when people were like that. It's no my cup of tea, but fair fucks to you for doing
I was
your
probably one of them, to be fair, mate. I might have been one of them.
Possibly.
And
you've
again,
always been quite open-minded, I know.
Totally, mate, 100%. And I'm a big music head, so obviously, like, I'm a big fan of a lot of hip-hop as well.
Aye, definitely.
And it was, I'm sure like there's a lot of people spoke about it, but I mean for me it was a bit weird at first when I first heard a few people doing it.
Might be the accent, I know. Again,
I mean it might have been, mate, but I thought to myself, you can listen to an East London accent and you can't listen to a